It's a bunch of birds. It's a bunch of planes. No, wait, it's the Hapless Heroes. This week on the Hapless Heroes.
Don't hate the DM, hate the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. I am Francesco, and I continue to be your host and DM as we are dealing with some combat this week. Oh, we haven't seen that in a little bit. Before we get to that, I'm going to do what we do every week and not get derailed this time, and start on my left with Dave playing Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
Good evening, everyone.
Mike is Lord and Captain Quentin Southwind.
Always at my service.
Nicole is Boris the Butcher.
Oh man, I'm going to get some cheesecake after I'm done stabbing this guy.
Zach as Pregnart.
I would like to share the cheesecake, please.
Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
I'm ready to rumble.
And John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
I have no intention of fighting all of these things.
Speaking of all of these things that you are fighting, you are in the middle of you all have been given the ability to fly by some wonderful wizards that are helping aid you in that, so that you may just fly straight towards where all the action's happening above you, where the sea of Modrons is descending upon Uhl, and you also have Vecna and future Ebenezer doing battle. However, when future Ebenezer realized that you, this group that has foiled his plans multiple times now, are here, he did make a note that that's why this is different, or things are so different this time, or something of that matter. He said he had mentioned something like that as he turned his gaze upon you and is now making a concerted effort to intercept you, the group of you. And that's kind of
said the Riddler line from the Batman. He was like, this is not how this was supposed to go.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Speaking of things that are going
That's how
on,
I heard it.
We are still in initiative, and the Modrons that you are currently fighting you're still currently fighting them. So we're with Zero. There are, just to remind you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the sphere-shaped Modrons with the swords flying towards you and are about 10 feet from the group. And you have all 7 of the cubes still firing arrows in your direction as well. So Zero, what do you do? Since you advanced, you're about 10 feet from where these spheres have now descended to kind of block your path. I mean, I suppose you could try to fly around them. You are in a 3-dimensional space.
Yeah.
But that would require some maneuvering.
Well, you know what? We're going to start by trying to shoot a hole in the line of oncoming spheres. So we're going to turn our attention there.
Okay.
And you know what? We're going to count on the spheres being slightly squishier in at least one way, just because there was more of them, and it feels right. So we're going to take our 3 shots at, let's say there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. We'll go 8, 9, and 10. We'll try to break through the left side of that line right behind where I'm firing, and we're going to do sharpshooter shots at all 3 of them.
Sounds good. Go for it.
And just to double check, -5 to hit for plus 10 damage. So instead of plus 13, we'll just be merely plus 8. Let's see, 17 plus 8, that's 25.
That's a hit.
11 plus 8 is 19.
That's a hit.
And another 11 plus 8 is another 19.
Those are all hits, my friend.
Okay, so we get
How-
D10
how-
plus 6.
What is the additional damage that you're doing flat to them?
Yeah, D10 plus 6 plus 5. So bare minimum 11. Bare minimum 12.
You kill all 3.
All right. So yeah, just center of mass, blast each one, just
Yeah.
like kind of like sweeping left to right, and then I am just looking to fly right through the space they occupied.
Just the exit velocity, right, of the bolts fired from Reason, like tear these things apart, and you can see like the spheres themselves only have a single gear, a large gear in the center of their mass that you've actually split in half, and then they kind of falls out. Like the insides are otherwise they look rather hollow, but there appear to be like smaller like mechanisms attached to that central gear as they now just fall to the ground or fall down.
Yep, and then I'm looking to make my move right through where they were. So if I'm starting 10 feet before that line, I'm looking to end 20 feet past that line because I blasted a big enough hole that I can bypass.
So now
oppies from there.
you are now between the group of remaining spheres and the cubes.
Yep.
Okay. That works for me.
Okay. And we are
anything
going
else?
to- No. Nothing to regain yet. Nope, we're good.
All right, Hedrick, what do you got? Now, we had established because of the fact that you act before Jarrell, so you can't. You are now 30 feet behind Jarrell, essentially, right? Because now he's moved. You're trying to move with him. You can now move right to get close to Jarrell.
Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is move back and continue to fly in formation behind Jarrell.
Okay.
Just wants to stay on course.
All right, and any actions now? I mean, you're 10 feet from the 2 remaining spheres, and I think I had said the other guys were only moved 30 feet, so you're about 40 feet from the cubes. And there is there are all 7 cubes still remain. Only 4 of them have been damaged.
He's going to catapult another arcane grenade at the 7 cubes.
All right, I'll need another range attack because now you have an ally between them as well. So I'm going to make sure that your aim is true here.
All right. I misspoke on my last episode. My spell attack bonus is plus 10.
Oh, wonderful.
But it's a 5 on the die.
Oh.
So total's 15.
Well, a 15 wouldn't actually match the armor class of these cubes here. So you do manage to get it into their general direction, but what I'm going to say is because of the fact that it's an area of effect you're trying to do here. You're a little off, so unfortunately 0 will also be affected by the area of effect here. And I would like you to roll 8d6, please.
31.
31. Well, 0, you get to take your share of 31 fire damage. However, all 7 of the cubes are also incinerated. So you're much closer to this one. So this was you were able to kind of get the blast radius was able to actually do its full damage instead of spreading it out amongst them all. So you wipe out all of the cubes. They gone.
And for the record, how many was I taking again?
31.
Oh, I was taking. I wasn't sure if you said my share of 31 or just the.
No.
full 31.
The share of 31 or the share of the damage was only previously because it had exploded in front of the group.
All right.
This.
So I'm also taking that full 31.
You're
to my
taking the
face.
full
Okay.
31. That you are very much in the area of effect of that particular catapult.
These things happen. All right. So.
It's my way of having fun with the spells. Because rules be damned, this is more fun.
I can dig it.
All right.
Now I'm just badassedly flying through a fireball as well.
That's exactly what you're doing. Exactly. Anything else, Hedrick?
Um,
I believe there are some inspirations active across the group here. Does Pregnard have one currently? A bardic inspiration?
Yeah, I have an inspiration, and I am charmed from Jarrell, I think.
Anti-charmed. kind of.
Anti-charmed, right? Like you can't be charmed.
Oh, got it.
Right. And then I think that Jarrell has one of the 2 inspirations that he received. Which one did you use? Did you use Quinn's or Hedrick's?
I used Hedrick's.
Okay. So just making sure that Hedrick has the lay of the land of who he is currently still actively inspiring. Because I have a feeling he's probably going to do it again. So I just want to make sure he knows, who his targets are.
Gotta keep trying. I think since he feels so bad about missing, he's going to inspire 0. When my dear friends' lives are on the line, what can I say? No one could do a thing to pull me away. I think y'all might need help, and I know I'm right. All right. 'Cause it takes a whole party to win the fight. Because your crits are on my list. Because your crits, they cannot miss. Because your crits are on my list of the best things in life.
Yes. Yes.
Wow,
Love
that's
yes.
a good one.
Yes. Another banger from
Love it.
Hedrick. Another banger.
It's just for reference, what die am I holding on to for that?
the nice one.
Well, the
A
tasty
12.
one.
Oh,
tasty.
yeah.
Alright.
That one is going to go in the Hall and Oates of Fame.
Heyo. We love it. You love to see
Or
it.
the Hall of Fame and the Oates of Fame? I don't know.
No, it's just let it go. We knew what you meant the first time. You didn't have to try to enhance it any further.
I like ruining it.
Oh well, sucks for us, I guess. Anything else, Hedrick? Seems like that's we've covered everything here.
Yep.
All right,
Still moving with Rel.
Boris. There are significantly less Modrons in your way, but now there is a future Ebenezer careening towards your group. He's still a little ways away, but there are 2 Modrons currently left as well.
Are they still between me and Vecna at this point?
No, they are not.
Okay, I keep heading towards Vecna.
Okay, you move another. Are you dashing this time then?
Yep. I just used my whole move, all 60 feet, to just launch at Vecna's face. Or I guess towards Ebenezer, who is between me and Vecna right now.
Not between. Coming, kind of like they kind of come in like at an angle, so it's like
So I'm in like a triangle with them.
Yeah, exactly. A very
Okay, so
long
yeah.
triangle, but yes,
So yeah, okay, I'm still heading towards Vecna then.
sounds good. Boris takes off. Quinn.
Yeah. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna bring it back up because my phone died. Okay. I'm finally gonna cast haste on myself.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used this. I've never really needed it. But I think flying in the sky might be useful. So I'll give you kind of the basic of what haste does. So it doubles my speed. It gains 2 ace to my AC, gives me advantage on dex saves, and gains an additional action.
Woo!
Yes, you
that
do.
can only be attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Yep. When the spell ends
Um,
after a minute, though, you essentially lose a turn because you're
Right.
exhausted.
So I'd like to chat about that when that happens, because I think that because I'm in the sky, this could be very interesting.
You're going to be using a lot of this
Any-
to mostly just move, right? So like you're going to be able to
Right.
get ahead of everybody right now.
That's the hope. So for my move, since that was my initial action,
Yep.
I'm gonna move twice my speed. So I'm gonna go 60 feet toward a Modron at this point.
No, I mean, listen, the only 2 Modrons that are left are like 10 feet from you. So like,
Oh, they moved. They moved. That's right.
so you can try to go after
well,
Boris.
I can break up my move, right?
Yes, you can.
So
Yes, you can.
I could do. How would I do that? I would do 10 feet, then 30 feet.
I mean, if you're trying to get up in the face of a Modron first, then yes.
Yeah.
And then you could do...
But I can't do the additional 50, right?
Your movement and speed is just doubled, period. So yes, you can.
Okay. So I can. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So I'm going to fly toward a Modron and kind of just wisp by it and take my dagger and kind of just smash into it
Give
with
it
the dagger.
Yeah, go for it.
Oop, where's my die? That's an 18
That'll hit.
and with a 5 damage.
5 damage is exactly enough to kill it. Goodbye.
Awesome, perfect.
So
smash that to bits.
yeah, and I should say, and I
and
should
then-
note that I've been kind of describing this a little bit wrongly because as these things die, they actually begin to disintegrate to dust.
Ah,
So you'll see the pieces start falling down, but eventually those pieces actually just disintegrate entirely into dust, and only their weapons clatter out of their hands and towards the ground.
interesting. Cool.
Should be
and then I
noted.
go-
It's on their stat block, so I should make sure I note that. You know, just
I'm
like
gonna go
legendary resistance. Sorry, just I'm mad at myself still for that. It's been years. Sorry, Michael. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Just lamenting my personal losses here.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So 50 feet toward Vecna, but probably behind.
You're gonna be just
Boris?
you're gonna be like 10 feet behind Boris.
Yeah.
Roughly. Maybe a little bit more
Cool.
just based on angles that you're approaching it, but like you're roughly within 10 feet of Boris.
So I can take an additional action, and
You can.
I will.
Well, your first action was to cast haste. Your second action was to attack the Modron.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yep. Never mind. We're good.
All right. That sounds great. Quinn is a hasty boy for the next minute.
I am a very hasty.
That hasty boy. Jarrell, just one Modron left.
Yeah, Jarrell's not focused on the Modron at all. How far is Ebenezer, future Ebenezer, from us?
A movement sequence away from you.
Can I
Okay.
backtrack for a second?
Yeah.
I forgot to give inspiration,
Oh, my man's got his inspiration to give out. Absolutely.
which reminded. Yeah. And Jarrell already has it, and since I'm close to Boris, did you already use Hedrix?
I don't think I,
think
have
she's used any.
inspiration.
Yeah.
No, you do not have any inspiration currently, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna give Boris inspiration then. Boris, float like a badger, sing like a bee. My strong suit was never biology.
Fantastic.
And it rhymed.
That's pretty great. I love it. All right.
It was his
sorry.
attempt to be more like Hedrick.
Yeah. So sorry. Now, Jarrell, you may continue with your turn.
Jarrell's gonna chase after Boris. Does it count as I can't use dash if I wanted to say something to Ebenezer though, right?
I mean, if you want to just do a quick shout, but are you within earshot? Is the real question. He can shout down. I mean, it seems like he's able to project his voice a bit.
So one, but he's like 60 feet away from us.
No, he's far away. He's like I said, a movement sequence, quote unquote, away from you. As in, you will disengage from this combat eventually, and then we will briefly pause or break from initiative, and you will travel to meet each other, if that is your goal.
Well, then I'll just dash after Boris. I wanted to make sure that he wasn't gonna like hit me before I could say something to him. Is all I.
That's
Because he
fair.
wanted to
Yeah,
do
no, you'll have time to monologue if you need to monologue, Jarrell.
I don't even really need to. I just. Yeah.
All right, you brush right past the Modron. It will try. It'll attempt to do an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, they were in between us. Okay.
There's one.
really-
There is one left. Yeah, it was flying towards you, but it barely gets the chance to even swing at you before you're just right past it.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you're trying to catch up to Boris. Yeah. All right. Pregnart.
Pregnart is going to stay with Jarrell. And I don't even know. Okay, so Vecna's still a movement sequence away from us.
More or less, yes.
No, Ebenezer is. Vecna's further away than.
Well,
right,
but I
right,
mean,
right.
but I mean,
I
yes
meant
to that
future.
too.
Okay.
Vecna, I guess I would just if you're curious of what's going on with him, he's still trying to essentially blast his way through the waves of Modrons that are trying to swarm around him, and is still heading directly for Primus.
What was Primus again?
The gigantic metallic being that is controlling all the Modrons.
Naked
Right,
robot.
but how did the
in sky.
Modrons describe him again?
The one and the prime.
Got it. All right. Pregnart fires a lightning bolt at Ebenezer, future.
Wow, he's very far away from you. How long is that lightning bolt?
100 feet.
That's not going to reach.
Oh, I thought he was just you said a movement
I was
sequence.
confused
thought
when he
that
said that too. He means like we're gonna finish this combat and then actually move in like a plot.
Thank you for translating
Wait,
my unclearness, John.
meant- I still don't understand. We're gonna finish this combat
We
with
were-
the Modrons?
Yeah, and
If somebody
then
kills
we're
this
gonna
last
drop from
Modron,
initiative, and then you can start
Right.
making your way there. Quinn's gonna probably be able to get to
Oh.
him faster than everybody else, at least a little bit. He's gonna slow down after that minute's up if you guys don't clash after a minute. But there's a good chance you will before his haste is over.
I mean, if it's 6 seconds a turn, he's gaining 10 turns and losing 1.
Right.
And it's incredible economy. Holy shit.
hmm
All right. Then I don't know. I
This
pass.
one Modron left.
I would just either kill
I don't
the
want
last
to.
Modron.
I've not been killing anything. I don't want to
Zero
kill a Modron.
can effectively kill that Modron. If you want to keep up with me, you have to dash.
That's fair.
The Modron knows not what it does. Pregnart tried to confuse them. He's not going to just all-out murder a Modron.
Let the robot kill the robot. It would be my advice.
That's fair.
Pregnart passes. He does not know what to do. He's too far away from the actual evil person.
I mean,
He's not
are
going
you
to
moving
kill
towards
the
Jarrell?
Modron because
Yeah, Jarrell's getting quite a bit ahead of you now.
yeah, I'm moving towards Jarrell.
Okay, one more feeble swing from the Modron as you try to pass it. Oh, actually, I think this one actually connects. Let's see. Pregnart. Does a 20 hit your AC? Not a natural 20.
Yes.
Modified 20. Your movement is interrupted.
Fuck.
You take... Oh, wow, that's such a baby hit. You take 3 piercing damage.
Great.
Fran, I
This is
know
worth being good.
that is your house rule. That opportunity attacks stop people in their tracks.
No, I believe that is in the actual rules.
Now we looked at it. They still move away, and it is there as they move away, a hit can be landed. They word it particularly, and it doesn't say it stops them there.
Oh man, yeah, no, this is definitely a holdover from a previous edition because the actual text for opportunity attacks makes no mention of stopping that movement.
Oh.
It's just an attack that happens as you're passing by. So you take the damage, but you can continue your move. I mean, listen, we've done it the other way for so long, but if we've been proven wrong, we've been proven wrong. You've successfully rules lawyered your way out of this after 6 years. So
I think it's been mentioned once at my house one time, but beyond that,
I chose to
felt the same
ignore
way.
it. I chose to ignore
I
it.
felt the
So
same way. And if it's your house rule, it's your house rule. You got crit rules. It would make sense. You have
I can
opportunity attack or
I can
fail.
change my house rules whenever I want. So Pregnart, you managed to
Okay.
continue your movement.
Yay.
It just hurt a little bit.
I mean,
Yay.
Okay, well, I guess this the Modrons, the Modron singular will act and attempt to dash towards the group again, and is now caught up with. It has dashed and it flies 60 feet towards all of you and can't attack, but it's just like it's still pursuing. Vecna fires. Let me just make sure I can describe this properly. You see a beam kind of like come out from his right hand, and like it just pierces through this column of Modrons and is just essentially headed straight for the large portal where the Primus is. And you can see that the Primus like literally just like bats away the magic, like almost like a light deflecting through a prism. Like that beam just like veers off and fires horizontally, like away from him, until it disappears. But Vecna continues his advance. So does future Ebenezer. And you can see, I mean, he is definitely accelerating. Probably within like the next 20 seconds, he's on top of you.
How big is he?
He does appear a bit larger, but he does not appear as large as Vecna does. He only looks like he's
Giant?
I would say, yeah, I mean, like I would say like a larger, like maybe like 15 feet tall.
Okay.
But his wingspan makes him look much larger because the wings themselves are about that same sort of like, length, where it's just like it just looks very imposing as he's descending upon you. Zero. It's your turn. There's another Modron.
Yeah, that Modron got back in front of me, didn't he?
I mean, kinda. He's caught up to you.
Well, yeah, because I had gotten 20 feet past him, and you said he used his dash to go back.
Go towards.
So that would put him
with like
towards the rest
towards-
of the group
yes.
ahead of me.
Yes.
Yeah, because you went to the arrow shooting ones and they were behind him.
So yes,
Yeah.
I guess he has gone ahead of you now.
He's gotten back ahead of me. Okay, well, we're going to take, well, first, we got to play cleanup. We're going to take our 3 shots. We'll just take them normally. I feel like it's going to get the job done.
Oh, no.
5 plus 13, that's an 18. And 8 plus 13 is 15. And
15
come on, give me something a little more respectable.
15
And
matches. 15 matches. So
All right, 15. So the 15 and the 18 hit, the other one doesn't.
don't even bother rolling. Yeah, you obliterate the remaining Modron.
Yeah.
As it catches up to the group, you just pop, 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 and it splits apart and begins to disintegrate to dust.
Excellent. We will continue with our 30 feet of move. We're not going to utilize any other like action surge or anything like that. So that'll be the turn.
Okay. We're going to drop from initiative briefly.
There we go.
I'm going to make this so that we're going to, if you guys are, because like obviously future Ebenezer is on an intercept course with you at this point. I'm going to have this happen so that there's still going to be some time left in Quinn's haste, because that's just super cool, and I don't want to like make it feel like it's a wasted spell. But so it's like you got about 20 seconds before he's on top of you. What do you do?
Jarl would try to shout to him, "You fool! Help us kill Vecna and we can fight each other after the fact."
You could hear. Okay. He'll respond. Your mere presence here is just disrupts and destroys everything that I have been working towards. And now I have to remove you from the equation permanently, or you will just continue to disrupt my important work.
You're not going to have any work if the entire world is destroyed, as it has been.
The world must be destroyed, you fool.
See, now that's where we disagree.
He's like yelling this towards you as he's just like flying towards you, right? Like you guys are just like kind of hanging. Like, you guys like you're flying towards him. He's flying towards you, right? And y'all are just like shouting at each other. I kind of love this.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna bicker with this evil dude as we're like trying
Of course
to
we are.
fly towards each other. No, but I just love it. Like I'm trying to like get this mental image of like these two groups, like like this one big bad evil guy and like the group of heroes like flying towards each other in this epic moment. And y'all are just being like, "You're stupid."
I liked him better when he was a kid.
One of us is a 14-year-old girl, at least.
How?
If your
how-
goal is to defeat Vector, you're not going to do it on your own. You have to allow us to assist you. We can, again, like I said, we can fight after.
Also, you're down there, so you never become you, and the causal loop is broken. You get that, right?
There's a bit of silence.
Computing.
He shouts back, "The upheaval was my curse and my rebirth. Without it, the world is doomed. Vecna will win. Even now, he seeks to kill the Primus. You must let me do my work. And you've already fucked this up beyond repair." And he actually now, you see him divert from direct intercept course, and he's heading straight towards the beam of the ley line. And he like holds the scythe out towards the beam, and you can see this dark energy kind of like that, like kind of almost starts from like his core and like moves up his body, out his arms, and through this scythe. And it like pierces the light of the ley line. You can see that like from the point of entry into this beam of energy, there is now spreading what appears like what almost just looks like pure like corrupted magic.
Oh shit.
You continue your pursuit, I'm assuming now. You're still flying straight for him, or is Boris still flying towards Vecna?
Boris is still flying towards Vecna.
Okay. What direction is everybody else heading?
What has happened to the portal that Primus is kind of sticking out of?
It still looks the same for now. This corruption is spreading, but it's not moving very like super quickly. It's slow, dramatic, and with purpose, just like any cool action sequence.
Jarl will turn to Zero, I guess, because he always asks the question to Zero. If we get that scythe from him, can we undo whatever he just did?
Good question. Let's find out, right?
Does anyone try to
It
convince
would be
Boris?
better to have him fighting with us, but I don't think we have a choice in the matter anymore.
Does anyone try to convince Boris to come with you? Or are we letting?
If she
or
can
are we
hear
letting
us.
Or are we letting her? Yeah, I mean,
she was already 30 feet ahead of us.
you guys are shouting at Ebenezer, so whatever. Like shout at
Okay.
Boris.
Boris, don't kill yourself. For God's sake, help us first. Then you can stab him as many times as you want. One thing at a time.
Boris kind of hovers for a second, like sighs dramatically and like does like a little flip in the air, like super acrobatically, and starts like flying towards future Ebenezer. It says, "I was trying to focus on one thing at a time, but fine, we'll do your thing first," and pulls her, other dagger instead of the
This isn't my
shard out.
preference.
This isn't wonderful. All right, the group starts streaking towards future Ebenezer, and where he is now currently sort of planted himself in air. I'm going to say that as soon as you get within 100 feet of him, he's going to do something as sort of his little prepared surprise action, and then we're going to roll initiative again.
Sure.
Because obviously he's watching you come up, and he's in the middle of doing something.
I imagine that all of us are within 15 feet of each other, or at least close, with maybe the exception of Boris, who has to catch up with us.
Total flying V.
Yeah. Because I get plenty of perks to help, hopefully. None of you can be frightened, obviously.
Good to know.
You add my modifier to saves, and we have advantage on checks against spells.
Oh, I'm gonna pull out
I like that.
I'm gonna pull out a trick from the old Hapless Heroes handbook. You see him with his free hand gesturing, and he just like you see him like almost like push something, right? Like almost like he make this pushing motion with his hand. And then after a few moments, all of you crash into an invisible barrier of force.
Ah, the force field.
I would like all of you to actually no, you're flying into this thing at full speed, so we're all gonna take a little damage from being surprised by that. Uh, 14 bludgeoning damage to each of you as you smash into this like wall of force.
Okay, since I'm a little behind everybody else, is there any chance that Boris
Sure.
has some sort
You
of
know
like
what?
dexterous landing on this wall because it's Boris?
You know what, Boris? You can make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
You get to add my modifier to saves.
Oh, sweet. What's your modifier?
3.
25 then.
Okay. Boris, you
Necessary.
take half of that.
Okay. So it's not super graceful, but I kind of like half.
Yeah, because you can't see it, so it's still hard to figure out where to plant your feet. But you still manage to find a way to gracefully kind of like tuck and roll a little bit. The thing is, like, okay, like you see that as soon as Boris hits, though, like she does this little tuck and roll maneuver, and then you see her like able to like almost like tumble off of like an invisible edge and like it is able to continue flying upward. So like it's not like this wall is like infinitely large or long. You're able to go around it. You're gonna probably want to follow wherever Boris went because you can't really actually see the boundaries of it at all.
Right.
But it slowed you down. I should have made Quinn take extra damage because he's going extra fast, but I'm not going to be that mean.
Sure.
No, but you won't. You won't. I'm not that mean. But Quinn, because you're extra fast, are you trying to get ahead of everybody else to get towards future Ebenezer? Or are you trying to conserve or slow yourself down a little bit to stay with the group? Because you'll be able to. I'll say that if you wanted to, like, I mean, absolutely push it to the limit, then you could. I could give you essentially a free action before we roll initiative.
Do you want to walk along the razor's edge? Limit. Push it to the limit.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You see Quinn just like take off like a fucking bat out of hell straight towards future Ebenezer. What do you do, Quinn?
So I just want to I'm just trying to think this through, right? In one turn, I could potentially move 180 feet, correct? I can do my action as a dash. I can move.
Well,
and then I can use my extra.
Dash just doubles your movement. So it's already doubled. So then double it again. So instead of 60, you move
And then double it again because I have an extra.
If you wanted to,
120.
dash twice, you can move.
Right. 180.
Yeah, essentially. Or do 120 and perform action, which is kind of what I was suggesting.
Because you're only 100 feet away from them.
I really like the idea of him just whizzing by him.
Continuing on.
He's just going so fast that he misses the mark. No, let's do 120 feet. So he sort of kind of misses the mark,
Yeah.
but is able to kind of wrap himself.
No, you just all you
around
do is
Ebenezer.
you blast just past him and then turn around, and it's almost like you still have a little bit that upwards momentum as you're turning around, right, and slowing
Mhm.
down. But you can you're performing this action. I kind of like that, like a little action beat, just zip by, turn around while you're still kind of moving that extra 20 feet and performing this whatever action it is.
Love it. So it's gonna be. Ooh. We're not trying to harm him, right? We're trying
I
to
don't see
persuade
why
him
we're-
to work with us.
I don't know if we can.
It does appear that your goals are somewhat opposed here in that, he's pretty upset that the upheaval
Literally
is-
trying to blow up the planet to make his goal achievable.
Right.
He's
Okay.
trying to, yeah. I think he's trying to start the foul upheaval without past self
Okay.
involved.
So I'm going to attack. I'm also a mage slayer. So
you are.
that
Look
may-
at you.
That may come into
This person
effect at
is
some point.
very much a spellcaster.
just a little bit.
Just a touch.
Oh no, my microphone stopped my roll. That is a 13. 2 seconds.
But wait.
Um,
What's the action you're performing?
Sorry, I am. I'm stabbing him with my rapier. Or I'm
Oh,
kinda
okay, yeah.
swiping
Just
at him.
drive-by stabbing. I see. Okay, fly-by
Yep,
stabbing.
pretty much.
All right.
Because it has to be a melee attack for it to work as Mage Slayer. So,
Got it.
I also have Action Surge, which this is just getting really crazy. I'm gonna use my Lucky Feet to re-roll that.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. Damn it! It went down. I'm going to. That fails. I'm going to use because I'm a fighter, I'm going to use my extra attack. I can still do that, right?
Sure can.
So I'm gonna attack
Because
again.
when you take the attack action, you make that many attacks. That's what extra attack means.
Okay, this one's better. A 20.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. If I damage, he has disadvantage on concentration now. And I also have a reaction anytime he casts a spell. But I have to roll my damage. 8. Six damage, piercing damage.
Is your rapier magical?
No. I wish it was. That'd be cool.
Is it plus anything?
No.
He never got himself a magical weapon.
Nope. No, every time you guys ended up with magical weapons, I think I wasn't here.
Oh, that's
Like, it just always ended
unfortunate.
up working out that way.
That is really
Yeah.
unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
I'd come back and like somebody had a magical
We should
sword
have
and
we
somebody
should
got
have
a-
probably figured that out sooner than this, but we didn't.
It's all good.
However, actually, I don't think I actually ever included any resist. Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
Where are my cards?
Nope. Actually, nope. No resistance. No resistance. I did not. I didn't account for non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. So yep, he takes 6.
Good.
I mean, at least for now. He's got a lot of spells.
This is when all of the work I've done building myself up as a fighter is actually going to work.
Yep.
Hopefully.
So are you taking your action surge, or are you allowing yourself to go that additional 20 feet then
no.
now past him? Okay. He's gonna take a quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
He's gonna take a quick swipe at you with the scythe as you move away from him, right? Because you hit and then are moving away. That additional 20 feet. Just give me a little something. Come on. Oh. Hey Quinn,
Yes.
does a 23 hit your AC?
Does, but give me 1 second
Okay.
because.
I love watching Mike flail around trying to find all his
Sorry, I
index
can't find my
cards and
cards.
books.
This is like the worst
Every time this happens.
situation.
I don't
have
think
it
we've been in a
alternate.
combat with
Found it.
Mike where he hasn't been desperately
Oh,
searching for his stack of cards.
I love it though.
Nope, that's not it either.
It gives me life.
I don't know where my cards are. Okay. Uno momento, por favor.
That's fine.
So he hits me. That's fine.
Yeah, you take 15 slashing damage and 11 necrotic damage.
15 slashing, 11 necrotic. All right, so I'm going to use parry
Okay,
as my reaction.
sure.
Right? I can react to his reaction, right?
You can react.
When another creature
It's yeah. You just use your reaction. That's it.
All right. Oh, good one. Okay, so plus my dex. So I take 9 less damage.
Take 9 less
and we'll
slashing.
say, was it slashing? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I only take 17 total.
Let's see. It was 11, and then you subtract. Yep. Okay. Yes, you did.
All right.
All
Cool.
right.
That actually wasn't horrible.
Yeah, like you could say, as like the scythe, like as you parry like the scythe, you still feel like this this tremendous force and like, just like deathly magic just like wash over your body. But you do manage to like at least soften the blow a little bit. All right, now we're rolling initiative, everybody. Towards the end of the episode.
So wait, time out. He just cast a spell, right?
Nope, he just attacked you with his scythe,
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay.
which did briefly break the the stream of magic coming from the scythe to the ley line, but he does then resume the position after making the swipe. So for even that brief moment, it was slowed down at least, just to kind of account for the fact that he was, holding the scythe out towards the thing, making sure that, consistency, which we're, so good at in this show. Okay. That's a more respectable initiative roll. 0.
It's 2 plus 4 is 6.
Yikes.
Awesome.
Quinn.
Oh.
Wait, before it goes on, can I use my Bardic Inspiration die on initiative?
I don't think so.
Because I don't think I'm going to get another opportunity this episode otherwise.
No, but just note that you have the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Like, just make a note
All
of
right.
it, because that's not going to go away.
Okay.
And Quinn, we'll say that you're going to be hasted for another 2 rounds.
Cool.
So your upcoming...
I rolled a 20.
Okay, cool. Your upcoming turn, and then the turn after that.
Cool.
Boris.
22.
Ooh, fancy. Pregnart.
20.
Oh, Quinn's hasted, so we'll give him the advantage on that. Hedrick
19.
and Jarrell.
8.
8. Ooh, sorry, 0.
All right.
Boris.
Just means I get to react to a more developed battlefield.
Boris, Quinn blasted off ahead, right? I think I said you guys were all within like 100 feet of Ebenezer when, the force wall went up. So you're probably about 90 feet from where he is now.
Okay, am I around the wall already?
Yes, all of you are at this point.
Okay. So I shoot towards him.
Okay, you can fly 30 feet. That puts you within 60.
Yep. And I... Oh god, my options are poke him from this distance. I shoot him with my hand crossbow.
He does have a pier in 5 feet of him. Quinn's within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't give you advantage on the roll, but it would give the sneak attack, at least. Well, actually, wait, no, Quinn is not, because he continued moving.
No, because he dashed 20
right,
feet
right.
past.
He's 20
there's
feet
nobody
past
within
him.
5 feet of him.
Yeah.
And I think it only works. Sorry, I just had it up. I think it only works for me.
For what?
Like, I don't think.
It doesn't. No, we're not talking about Mage Slayer. We're
No,
talking
she gets
about
her own
whether
sneak
attack.
she gets sneak attack.
Yeah,
That's
she
all.
just gets sneak
Oh,
attack
oh,
because
oh,
she's a
oh.
rogue.
Yeah, he's
I
not
got you.
not currently engaged because Quinn did move past him as the attack was made.
Right.
I forgot.
They like clashed for a moment, and he kept like moving backwards or moving up, I should say,
Yeah, so I'm only gonna move the 30 feet.
and fire the hand crossbow.
And then I'm gonna fire my hand crossbow at him.
All right.
At disadvantage, right? Because it's further than 30 feet away.
Is that the what's the small number on the hand crossbow?
Small number is 30.
Okay.
Big
Yeah.
number is 120.
Then it would be a disadvantage. Yes.
Yeah, thought so. Oh, that was 2 really good rolls. Okay, 27.
All right, that hits.
Excellent.
Nice shot.
Thank you. I do a whopping 9 damage to him.
I noted that 9 damage has been done, and he just like kind of lets out like a little like ah, but doesn't really
It
look
looks
like
like he
he's
has like a splinter.
super injured. Yep. Anything else, Boris?
Yeah, I use my bonus action to dash.
Yep. You have your cunning action.
Yeah. I use my bonus action to dash towards him.
You could have split those up too, right? To like put yourself in range and then do the action. You don't have to use bonus action after action. Just future note, I guess.
No, yeah, but I still wouldn't have been within 30. Oh, I would have been exactly 30 feet away then. Yeah. Oh well. It's fine.
It
I
is-
still made the shot.
All right. We move on to our hasty boy, Quinn.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and move in the 15 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to do my attack. Same attack.
Roll both attacks, please.
Okay, so the first one is 19.
Hit.
The second one is 21.
Hit.
I'm also going to do an extra attack, right?
Well, your 2 attacks are your attack and your extra attack. Are you going to use your extra action to attack as well?
Right.
Because like every time you attack,
Action surge.
no, not action surge, haste.
Right.
Oh.
But we'll
So I
resolve.
use extra attack
yeah,
to
but
attack.
I'm just saying, let's resolve each action independently. Because of the fact that when you take the attack action, you're attacking twice. Let's do those first, and then if you're going to attack again,
Okay.
we'll do those twice again. So let's roll the damage for those 2.
Oh, I get extra attack again?
Every time you take the attack action.
Oh, that's so exciting. Okay. This was much more bonus than I thought it was going to be.
Haste is
Oh,
very
shit.
good.
Okay.
Hey, spellcasters out there listening, haste
3.
is a very good spell.
Wait, 4. So that's 12 total damage
All right.
on
Future
both
Ebenezer-
those shots.
Wait, 12. So like as in total between the 2, a total of 12
Between
was done.
both
Yes.
both
okay,
those
okay.
first 2 attacks.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, got it. It is noted.
And then it was piercing damage.
And now you are attacking again.
And now I am using my bonus attack from haste. That first one fails. It was a 11.
Yeah, definitely not.
And the second one is an 18.
You'll see that he'll use his reaction. Oh, he already used his reaction. You can't do that. So, yep, perfect. What was the last one you said? An 18?
18. Mm-hmm.
Actually, yep, that'll do it right now.
That'll do it. Oop, shit. That'll be 7 more piercing damage.
7 piercing damage noted.
And I'm going to remain engaged with him.
Oh, you are engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
yeah.
I know. It was a long time coming.
Any other anything else going on your turn there, Quinn? Are you good to go?
No, because I still have a reaction now, so
Yep.
I will wait.
Sounds great. Pregnart.
Okay, so Quinn is engaged with him.
Thank you.
And that, yes, I mean, congratulations, first
Thank
of all.
you.
But to clarify, does that mean he's no longer like scything the ley line or
No,
whatever?
he's still very much doing his thing. But I mean, they're just
Okay.
like, Quinn is is doing battle, and future Ebenezer is trying, is while trying to maintain concentration on this and do his thing, attempting to fend off, his attackers.
All right. Now, what the ley line is like a beam of light that comes out of the ground, right?
It's a beam of energy. It's not just light.
Beam of energy, beam of light and energy.
Yes.
Can Pregnart see the source of the beam of energy?
If you were to look down into it, it's a good question.
Yeah.
It is just pure light. It's hard to actually see through it. Like you can't. It's opaque. It's bright but opaque.
Could Pregnart like guesstimate where the source is?
It would probably be somewhere, I mean, beyond where your eyes can see,
Like,
straight down.
At the surface of the ground. Like it emerges from the ground.
It emerges
at
from
some
the ground.
point,
You can
right?
see it, like, you know, and like again, there's an enclosure, right? That structure that's built around a part of it. That seems to.
Uh-huh.
So like all you kind of see is like that's the circular structure and then the light. So like it would be somewhere probably deep
Uh-huh.
within, because you know this place goes underground too. So it might be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 So could you see it?
what-
No, but you see where it's coming from, I guess.
Now, at this point, like this area is pretty well dispersed, right? Like people are evacuating, right?
Well, I mean, people are being protected by domes of energy because evacuation doesn't really seem like where the fuck are they going to go? Actually, I will describe.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of evacuation, I will describe something interesting that you are seeing down there. Just as a quick aside, there appears to be almost like a line of bubbles being created through one of the major avenues, and they are all connected at the base, is almost to create a runway of like protection, like a staggering protection for people to move through. And you can see that they are all heading towards where the tower is. So it appears that maybe they are trying to funnel people towards the tower and into the tower to protect them.
Okay. And the emergence from the ground of the ley line is not at the tower, right? It's like away from the tower.
It's away from the tower. It's a separate structure. It's still in that same plaza, same area, right? It's part.
What does the people situation look like right around the ground emergence?
They all look like a bunch of ants, man. It's hard to tell. You guys are pretty high up in the air.
So there are people. There are people.
There are still
around-
people. Yes.
around the ley line.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man,
Okay, and how far up are we in the air?
thousands of feet.
What? Thousands?
It took us a while to get here, yeah.
Dang.
At least 3,000 feet in the air.
Jeez. All right. So I guess I'm not gonna cast Earthquake at the source of the ley line.
You could. Oh wow. Okay. That's an interesting thought. No, I guess that's not happening right now.
How did we get thousands of feet in the air? That's crazy.
You were moving
Flying.
up towards Ebenezer moving down towards you, and then he stopped, and you kept moving up, and I was trying to like give this sense of like you guys are really climbing up there.
Use your imagination, Zach.
Our goal was headed towards fighting Vecna, who's
Tens of thousands
like
of feet.
in the atmosphere.
All right. Just didn't seem like we were traveling that far. I'm gonna fire Sunbeam.
You're gonna moonbeam.
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam.
Sorry, excuse me. Sunbeam. I'm getting my. I haven't
think
played. I haven't
Sunbeam's
played
more
World of
powerful.
Warcraft in fucking years, and yet Moonbeam comes to mind.
I think one of my other paladin characters does have Moonbeam.
Okay,
so I
but
think we
Sunbeam.
get both.
So I think we said canonically, right? Pregnard opens his mouth wide, and the beam just like shoots out of his mouth.
Fran, that is exactly what happens.
Okay. Remind me how that works. It's a column,
That
right?
is-
You create a column of light.
There's a 60-foot long, 5-foot wide, radiant beam of damage.
All right. So I'm assuming you fly up a little bit, you position yourself, and then bow, firing the
Boom.
yeah.
It's less of a bow and more of a mwah. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is there a save that must be made?
What was it? A beam of brilliant light flashes out from your flashes out from your mouth. 5'1" line. Each creature in the line must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 6d8 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw. You can create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. It says has a 1-minute duration. During the duration, a mote of brilliant radiance shines in your mouth It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. The light is sunlight.
All right, and your spell save DC again is 18.
Yes.
Ooh, it's a 16. He takes. Oh, he takes all of it.
Let me roll for damage. Hang on, let me roll that damage. Let me just bring up a thing. What is it? 68. Yeah, let me bring up a thing.
68.
Yeah.
I don't know why we started doing that, but we just will
6d8.
not stop.
So 68.
6d8.
We haven't done that in a while. That's good.
Jarrell's just like waiting. He's like, I'm ready. Like, just let me smash him.
Yep.
That is 26.
Damn, 26 damage. He, at this point, breaks his hold of breaks his spell or whatever he's doing on the ley line, and now like spins down. And he's gonna use his reaction to cast a spell, which will trigger Quinn's reaction. What am I playing? Magic the Gathering? Trigger.
Did he get a turn in between here?
No, this is a reaction.
Isn't this a second reaction again?
Oh no, he did not take a turn yet. Fuck, can't use his reaction. I just want to
gonna
use
keep
reactions.
reminding you not to kill us.
I need to give him fucking.
Fuck you, Fran.
I should have given him legendary actions. I should have given him legendary actions. God damn it!
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
All right, he doesn't do anything. He just takes it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take it, you little bitch.
God damn it.
I want you to succeed, okay? Like I want you to succeed. All right, so don't hate the DM, hate the game. All right, Pregnart, well done.
And then I'm gonna use a quickened spell sorcery point to use message to tell him that that I don't like him.
What do you give me the message? You have to say it.
I don't like you.
You are the bane of my fucking existence. You hear in your mind.
Well, now I'm curious though. When you use message, is it your inside voice or your actual voice that he hears?
Oh yeah, I mean it's either one. It's either.
Outside, because it's whispered.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So it's more like,
I don't like you.
God,
It's even better.
I love that so much. All right, Hedrick, it's your turn.
Hedrick is just always amazed by Pregnart and his chaotic abilities. Landing a beam straight at this guy is giving him hope, and the method in which Pregnart does it by just like kind of flopping his mouth open. Hedrick starts throat singing, very, very guttural, and you see 7 motes of light ring around his head, and he's casting Crown of Stars.
Crown of Stars is a great spell. I love Crown of Stars. Felix has
And
that.
even though it is a bonus action to cast one of those motes out, he's instead using his bonus action to inspire Quinn.
Wow.
As he sees how courageous he led us to the foe.
The Lord and Captain finally
The Lord
being
and Captain.
the captain.
I think he's just enjoying the flying.
Yeah, actually, everybody flying is like revving up everybody too. I definitely think Hedrick
I had to give you all the ability to
Yeah.
fly. Come on,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
and it makes sense. Why wouldn't the wizards cast it?
Exactly. You got plenty of wizards around to help you out.
All right, this is for Quinn. We've adventured so long, you've taken hits, and so have I. But our bond is strong. I wouldn't want to quest with any other guys. I just want to give you inspiration. Try to help you take a stand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Never gonna let you die. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna let our nemesis hurt you.
Yay.
I can't wait to Rick roll that inspiration.
No.
Head Rick roll.
That's right. They got head rolled.
A head Rick roll.
I love how Fran always doesn't think before he drinks. And does a spit take the second.
No. I was
Hedrick
just drinking and dancing this time. So, well done, Hedrick. Truly
And
inspiring.
He's gonna follow
Wait.
course, and he's gonna want to move with the group, probably staying within 60 feet.
Excellent.
That's it.
Excellent. That's going to take us to future Ebenezer's turn. Yay! He has a turn and now has reactions again. You jerks. Just kidding, love ya.
But now so do I.
So, Quinn, you being embroiled with him, you can see that the arm that's wielding the scythe is metallic. It has like that ornate metal like structure I was describing before, right, when you had first encountered him. His other arm, skeletal, and he reaches out and tries to just like forehead you, just like mush you in the face. I'm just gonna make a little thing here. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Yes. Wait. Yes.
It does. Okay, beautiful. So, you feel almost like your life force being drained from you slightly. You are going to take... Alright, that could have been worse for you. 9 necrotic damage, and you see some of the wounds and scuffs on future Ebenezer begin to heal.
There was no saving throw for that, right? It was just AC.
It was the attack. It was a melee spell attack.
Right.
It wasn't technically a spell.
Okay.
It's one of his actions. It wasn't actually a spell.
That's not a spell?
No, that was an action. However, as a bonus action, he's going to use his scythe. It seems to channel some magic in it. Instead of he just shouts some words and then just points the scythe in it, and the spell is cast as a bonus action, which will trigger your reaction. But
I've been trying to strategize this for a second.
You see this he casts a spell that begins to now harden his already metallic form. You see almost as if like bits of stone are now like covering the like exterior of his metallic and like bony form. Also, you're up in his face. I get to finally say this to you because you've been, you're fighting with him. You actually get to see him. His face is also metallic. It has these like 2 holes cut out where the eyes are, and behind is just sort of this wispy like green and white mist. But the
green and white mist.
But the face that is like shaped into the metal looks as if you had tried to draw Ebenezer from memory. Like Ebenezer, like you met down on the surface from memory.
Interesting. Cool. So because he cast a spell,
Yes.
I'm going to make a melee weapon attack. I don't think this is going to go well, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, 22.
That does get through this new layer of protection that was just added to him.
Cool. That is 9. Oh, I don't know why I said it that way. That is 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage has been taken. We're back to where he was before he was healed. All right.
And you're welcome.
Well done. And that would be his turn for now. Really should have gone with legendary actions, but here we are. we are now on to Jarrell. Jarrell, you're 90 feet away.
Yep. Jarrell will cast Aura of Life. Any creature in my area resists necrotic damage.
What's the...
And if anybody drops to 0, they get moved to 1.
Ooh, wow. What's the area of effect on that?
30 feet.
30-foot radius?
Yep.
All right. So anyone within 30 feet of Jarrell essentially is resistant to or immune to necrotic damage.
It says resist.
Resistant.
Does that mean
so
half?
You take half damage. You take half necrotic damage, and if you were to be dropped to 0, you are dropped to 1 instead.
Yep.
That's fucking strong.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'll move up by 30 feet.
That makes sense. Okay, so I said you were 90 feet. You're now 60 feet from them. So like you see like this almost like bubble of like magic surrounding Jarrell, like this sphere of radiant magic surrounding Jarrell.
On top of all
he,
my other bubbles of magic.
Yeah, but this one is like very pronounced because it's an additional. Yeah, hell yeah.
That turned that one on.
All right, well done. Sorry, Jarrell. Smashing next turn. Let's hope.
I just want
Maybe,
to clarify that did not help me, correct? Because I'm too far ahead.
You're too far ahead still.
Yep. Okay.
But he's on his way.
So when he gets to me, then it will.
When he gets to you, your haste will probably be over too, so you'll need the help.
Right.
Cool. All right, great. 0.
Well, wonderful. I will make sure that my move has me keeping up with Jarrell. In fact, since this is a 3D space, I'm going to be 15 feet below, which puts me in range to benefit from all of his buffs, but still be far enough away to, hopefully miss out on some AoE if it happens. All right. Now it's time to do things. So we'll start with... Yeah. We'll just start with 3 attacks, and since it sounds like his AC went up, we are going to do them non-sharpshooter for now. Let's see. Oh, that's a 19 on the die, so that's a crit there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see. 11 plus 13 is 24, and 2 plus 13 is 15. So do I get anything out of the 15 against armor class?
No.
All right, but the others, a hit and a crit?
A hit and a crit.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll resolve that hit, which is D10 plus 6 piercing from a magical weapon, which is going to be 8. And then the other is going to be, let's see, 10 plus 2 plus 6. So that's 18 off the crit.
18 off the crit. Ouch.
And you know what? Let's see. Action Surge, is that a bonus action to use Action Surge, or is that just a thing?
That's just your ability. You use Action Surge and
Wonderful.
Now, boom, have it.
Wonderful. We're going to surge for 3 more attacks. Let's see, 14 plus, 13 plus, so that's a 26, a 27, and a miss. So that's 2 more hits there.
I mean, you're averaging pretty all right here.
Yeah. Which is going to be, let's see, 2 plus 6 and 1 plus 6. So that's 8 and 7. Yeah, 15. So 15 more magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then, as the bonus action, we are going to use Second Wind to pull back a little bit of HP. Let's see, 1d10 plus fighter level. So that's, what are we at, 14 now, right? Or is it 15?
I think the party's 15. What level are y'all? I actually forgot.
15.
Yeah.
15.
I think it's 15.
15. Okay. So 15 plus d10, so let's see, 16. We'll pull back 16 HP, and that's the end of my action economy.
Okay. So we're back at the top of initiative. We're gonna, before anything else happens, you look skyward again. Vecna has been, you see just like, at this point, the sky is almost becoming cloudy with all of the dust from all of the Modrons that have been destroyed by Vecna, creating almost like a fog of war of Modron dust above you, where the actual view is becoming hazy. And another brilliant beam of light pierces through the haze up towards where the portal is. And again, you see another deflection. But this time the beam splits in a few different directions. And you hear just sort of this, like you know, that booming voice of Primus again saying, "You are not content in your little fortress at the edge of the plains, Vecna. You step beyond your reach. You will be destroyed and cast out, and no one will remember your name." And Vecna just like, you just hear like this almost like maniacal cackling in response to this threat from Primus. And that's what we're going to call today's episode.
What?
But hey, dear audience, listen, if you like us, if you can't get enough of us, if you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till next week, well, fear not, because you can interact with us and find us on the internet. We're on such places as Twitter and Instagram. Just look for @HaplessHeroes, as well as Facebook and Reddit. Just look for Hapless Heroes Podcast. Those places also have like sticky posts or some sort of thing in the description. And even in our show notes, we have a link to our Discord server where you can really chat with us on an ongoing basis. It's a really cool little chat server for those of you who are familiar with Discord. It's just, it's just a place, it's essentially like a chat room. Multiple different places you could hang out, different communities you can join. Just join the conversation. Come and talk with us about the show. Come and talk with us about some of the cool food you're making or food crimes that you've discovered, because I guess, all things must be balanced. Show us pictures of your awesome animals, whatever. Just come in, have a conversation with us. We're always there. We're always hanging out in there, and we have a great community for you to take part in, and we encourage you to be a part of it. But if you really, really like us, we'd love it if you left us a 5-star review or rating on the podcast service of your choice. We gotta climb up in those algorithms. We gotta get more people looking at this show because, we love it when new people discover this and tell us how much they enjoy it. It just kind of keeps us moving. We love reading the nice things you say about us. And hey, if your podcast service doesn't offer you the ability to do that, to leave that review, well, you can still say some nice things to us by writing to us in a 5-star channel in our Discord server or emailing us, haplessheroes@gmail.com. If you say some nice things to us, we'll say some nice things right back to you on the air because we love you and we want to acknowledge the 5-star human being that you are. But if you really, really, really like us, you could donate to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/haplessheroes. We have a whole bunch of rewards on there. You get access to a special channel on our Discord server. You get access to bloopers. You get access to a whole bunch of extra stuff that we're just putting out there as a way to say thank you for all of you donating and helping us keep the show on the air and, help us replace equipment or pay for hosting costs. Like, it all goes right back into making this an entertaining product for you to listen to. And we really appreciate it a lot. So, check it out, patreon.com/haplessheroes, and see if it's for you.
And if you like us right now, you like us, Sally Field and the whole deal. Invent a machine that uses synthetic saliva and a creepy set of fake teeth, and it will chew food for you and demo it outside of various supermarkets and name it the Hapless Heroes podcast of food, automatic food chewer, and and yeah, that'll be a tantalizing way to advertise our podcast. Thank you.
Wow. Well, I guess there's nothing left for me to do besides outro this cast for you like we do every week. Starting at my virtual right, we've had John playing Lord Terrell the Light.
Until next time.
Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
This is getting intense.
Zach as Pregnart.
I wish I knew how high I flew because maybe I would cast Earthquake and we would be done with this because everything would be fine.
Nicole as Boris the Butcher.
Yeah, we're fine. We're still gonna win.
Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
I am a hasty boy.
and Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
Hasty boys. They don't ever change.
And I've been Francesco. I'm your host and DM. We'll see you next week. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hasty.